Well, hey, is everyone all right? Welcome. Oh, there's no one here. There's no one here. No one here. I'm talking to myself. Where are you all? I'm going to turn that light off. It's really bright. I've got to turn it off. Coming back. Right, there's no one here. I'm going to just talk to myself about positivity. It's going to be great. Got a great question as well. Where are we, 3 o'clock people? I'm going to make me tea. Hey, somebody's on. I was just doing it to myself today. That was going to be a bit of a laugh. Just making me tea. Going to make a 3-course meal. Hope some more people come, or it's not going to be very good. Whoever's there, welcome. It's nice to see you. Say hello. Hope you signed in. Just the two of us. You could have come around for tea. Numbers are dropping. It's bad. Lockdown. I thought I'd be busy today. Where is everyone? I'll have to give them a few minutes. We're going to talk about positivity today. I'm positive someone else is going to come on. That's what I am positive about. Yeah, there you are. As I said that, somebody else came on. So all's good. It'll pick up, he says confidently. Maybe everybody's so positive they didn't want to tune in today. There's some more. I've got a question. I found out today one of my favourite films came out, was made on this very day, or released actually. It premiered on this very day, and because it's November, so we're getting kind of into the Christmas spirit. So one of my favourite films is Home Alone, and it premiered this very day. What I want to know is, what year did Home Alone premiere? So that's my question for the day. What year did Home Alone premiere? When was the premiere of Home Alone? Everybody's gone. I've just asked a question. They've all logged off. Got some Jaffa cakes as well. Like a Jaffa cake. Just make my tea. Nobody's had a guess. 1988. Were you even born then, Clara? 1992. 1988, 1992. Who else is on? You might as well have a guess. Whoever number 3 is. Sadly, yeah, you were born. All right, okay. I was just doing that flattery thing, you know. I was born. I've got to be honest. People might be clearing that. Anyway, we'll do some positivity. I hope some people turn up, because then if they don't, they can just watch it. But the question is, what year did Home Alone premiere? On this very day, on the 10th of November, Home Alone premiered. So one of my favourite films. So we're going to do positivity. We did it before, kind of in lockdown, and that's lockdown 2. I'm not sure it is lockdown 2. It's national measures, isn't it? So national measures 1. So what we're going to start off with, well, it's kind of a big topic. Everybody wants to be positive. Everybody's, there's big surges of, we've got to be positive and up and at it. So what will I say? Well, get the basics right first. So simple things like get out, do a bit of exercise. It's harder now. It's getting dark. It's like 3 o'clock. It feels like it's getting dark out there already. But a bit of exercise. Perhaps we have to do that at lunchtimes now. So it's still important we take our lunch and do that. And also thinking about what we're eating, what we're drinking. I was just in a session this morning actually, and still that thing about, is it still Christmas? Can I still go to the fridge and eat loads of cheese? So we've got kind of three meals, 3 healthy snacks, 3 light meals, 3 healthy snacks a day. That's kind of the best way to work. So those basics are there. Then secondly, that bit about structure, that will keep you positive. That routine can help, particularly if we start doing things. If we work, because I'm guessing we're all working from home. So if we start doing routine things and get ourselves like as if we were back in our workplace, but that routine helps. Get up, breakfast at a certain time, eat breakfast at a table or something, and then go and move. Have lunch at a set time, and make sure we have lunch. Having lunch is just as important. So any element of structure is good. Use your friends more than ever. It is interesting, joking about where you're born and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm of an age when people used to like emigrate and stuff like that. That we used to send cassettes. We used to send like a Christmas cassette tape, and then you used to send a Christmas video message on a videotape and post it through if you had relations abroad. So I think we're in an era now where communication can be a lot easier. And although we might miss our people face to face and all that social activity, we still have that great opportunity to see them, whether it's on something like this, whether it's on FaceTime, WhatsApp. We can do that kind of stuff and utilize your friends. So keep your network high of friends. See something new. On your bits of exercise, try and do something different. Whilst routine's good, it's also good to go out. So the routine of going out is good, but if you just keep going to the same place, that's not good. And I was kind of out at the weekend, and I just went for a little walk, and I bumped into some alpacas. I never knew they were there, and there were some alpacas not far from where I live. So that was just by turning a different corner, sort of thing, and that was quite useful, and that's quite nice. One other thing I want to say with positivity is kind of don't obsess with personal happiness, because there is this huge surge in trying to remain positive through tough times. But sometimes if we try and attain this level of personal happiness, that can sometimes feel a bit, I can never reach it. It's like the end of the rainbow. So don't obsess with personal happiness all the time, but focus on everybody and making everybody happy and keeping people positive. And you'll find that you will get some of that back as well. So that's sometimes about the language we tell ourselves, and how we talk to ourselves. So example, in sport, if you play sport and you go out and you go, oh, I've got to win. Now you could say that's good positive thinking, but it's impossible for a sports person to win every time. So the language changes about, I will do my best, I will play my best shots, that kind of thing. And if that doesn't win, that's not a problem, because I did my best. But sometimes setting ourselves that unrealistic target of kind of perfection can impact on our positivity. So it's important that we give our best effort, but we don't have to be perfect. Aligned with that kind of sometimes counterintuitive thing, something that will often comes up here about positivity is like meditation, using things like Headspace and Calm. And I'd certainly endorse those and say they're great. And I'm sure some people have those apps downloaded on their phone. But some people might struggle with them and they think, oh, do you know that's not for me? And what I would say is meditation is not for everybody. And of course, the downside is if it's not for you and you try it and you think maybe you're doing it wrong, and that can, again, then make you feel like you're not succeeding. So don't get so caught up with something like meditation that you think, I have to do it. If I'm not doing it, it's not great. Let's think about some of the small things. So let's think about some of the things that make us smile. Do like the flexibility around working at home. I can sometimes have a cup of tea. I can sometimes put the telly on for 10 minutes, 20 minminutes, and just watch something that's going to make me smile. And that can help. Little YouTube clips, anything along those lines. Think about the last piece of positive feedback, maybe you've given or received. And aligned with that, I'd certainly recommend you keep something like, I call it a smile file. So if I get good bits of feedback about anything I've done, I'll try and put that email in a file. And then maybe if I'm not feeling as good as I used to, maybe I'll just open that and read some of those emails, and they can put me up for the afternoon or the morning or whatever. So a little smile file. Importantly, give people some things to put in their smile file. I think passing on kindness is great, and that can make you feel a lot better as well. Think about good fortune, anything that's good that's happened to you. I was talking to a group this morning. I was talking about a gratitude jar. So just get like a jar, empty coffee jar, whatever, doesn't matter, jar jam. Just get some Post-its. Every day, write something good in it. Something good, something you've learned, something that's happened to you, something that you've seen. Anything good, doesn't matter what it is. Small, big, doesn't matter. Write it, put it in. First of each month, read them. First of each month. You can have a minimum of 28 good things to read about. That's great. So achievement, what have you done? You think back on the 16th of March was first lockdown. I think what's happened, how far we've come like in 8 months nearly. What have you done? What have you learned to do differently? And I think that's something to be positive about. Certain skills, certain levels of resilience that perhaps you didn't think you had. So what have you achieved? That could be one of the things you write on your Post-it, put in your jar when you start that tomorrow. What do I have to be grateful for? Plenty to be grateful for. I'm still here. So that's a big plus. So think about what have I got? And also that random act of kindness that I'd kind of go on about for as long as I could really, but random acts of kindness to people, to friends, to neighbours, to work colleagues. and they will make you feel better and make them feel better. This time that we have can also give us opportunity to maybe declutter. That could be declutter physically in where we live, kitchen, cupboards, bedrooms, whatever, or it could be about declutter at work, declutter about your email, but those kind of things can make you feel better. So there's little jobs you've been putting off for a little while, and you can do them and you make you feel better. Got to be honest, a bit of a one for me, clean my oven today. Felt really good. Gleaming oven door. So I'm very happy about that. That's made me feel good. Of course, there's so much information out there about everything. The press is full of so much that I don't want to go into really on a YouTube channel. But balance your media. Don't go into it every waking minute of the day. And when we first went into lockdown, there were so many press updates. I think pick your news. And it's like if you're trying to lose weight, if you get on scales every day, it can set you back. So maybe just check it in every now and again. The more you do it, the worse it can sometimes hurt. And try something new. Anything new, doesn't matter. New food, new walk, new way of working, new place to sleep, new place to work, doesn't matter. Do something different and change, because we all love change deep down. We all love a bit of change. We say we don't, but we like change. Otherwise, fashion, hairdressers, out of work. But my last point is just be good to other people. The phrase that everybody hears is we're all in the same boat. Well, we're all in it together, but I'd argue we're not in the same boat. So recognise that some people might be in a different position to you, but sometimes that can then help you feel grateful, feel kind, and recognise that in others. They're the kind of things that we can keep our spirits up with. Things that I'd always encourage you to do. I know I mentioned it before, pushed it out around our business. Brilliant YouTube talk by a guy called Sean Accor. I'd really recommend that you just spend 10 minutes of your time watching that. That will perk you up. That will make you smile. It never fails to make me smile, and I've seen it a host of times. So there's some tips on how we can remain positive over the next, certainly 3.5 weeks now. I'm going to be back next Tuesday, and next Tuesday we're going to talk about some leadership traits. So we're going to talk about vulnerability and confidence. So we're going to talk about that pair of little traits. What can you do to demonstrate almost confident vulnerability? That's where I'm going to go with that. So that's what we're going to talk about next Tuesday. Really hope you can join. Anybody else want to have a guess? When did Home Alone come out? What year did Home Alone premiere on this very day? And then I'll sign off and let you all enjoy your tea and Jaffa cakes. And we've got 1988 from Clara, 1992 from Kerry. No one else is coming in. It was right in the middle of that. It was 1990. Home Alone premiered 30 years ago on this very day. So enjoy Home Alone, stay positive, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great afternoon, everybody.